Imagine Verona, but not the one we know from Shakespeare's stage. Imagine Verona on the verge of a new era, a place where the sands of tradition begin to clash with the waves of change. It's a Verona that is proud yet restless, a city holding tight to the threads of its noble families while rumors of rebellion and revolution stir in the streets. In this Verona, the Capulets and Montagues are not just rival families, they are like opposing kingdoms. The Capulets are wealthy merchants with connections stretching across Europe. Their influence and power rival even some royal families, but their pride and arrogance have left a mark of resentment among those beneath them. On the other side, the Montagues, an equally wealthy but fiercely independent family, have earned their reputation as the people's champions. They're known for their generosity, but also for the fire that burns within each of them, a refusal to bow to anyone, not even the Capulets. It's here, at the heart of this tension, that a pair of young hearts stumble across each other. Juliet Capulet isn't the quiet, obedient girl her family thinks she is. Beneath her gentle exterior, she's bold, defiant, and secretly fascinated with the forbidden corners of Verona. Her family's traditions bore her. Their rules suffocate her. And so, she's known to disguise herself and slip into the city's underbelly, exploring its wild festivals and secret gatherings by night. Romeo Montague, on the other hand, is not as headstrong as his reputation suggests. Sure, he's passionate and loyal, but he's weary of the blood feud and the constant pressure to carry his family's honor. Where his cousins thrive on rivalry, he seeks peace, adventure, and a life beyond the walls of Verona. Unlike Juliet, he doesn't have to hide. Everyone knows he'll do what he pleases. And so, fate brings these two together not at a lavish masquerade, but in a hidden corner of Verona's oldest library, where they both reach for the same forbidden text, an old tale of a prince who dared to love his enemy's daughter. For Juliet, it's the thrill of being seen, of someone seeing her as more than a Capulet heiress. For Romeo, it's the wonder of discovering a girl who shares his dream of a life free from family feuds. They don't share their names, but it hardly matters. Their connection is instant and electric. The moment they part, both know they'll find a way to meet again. Over the next weeks, they meet in secret, hidden from prying eyes, exchanging letters, stories, and dreams of escaping Verona. They speak of running away to distant lands where no one would know them as Capulet or Montague. But they both know that such a dream is dangerous. They know that if caught, the wrath of their families would be terrible. Meanwhile, tensions between their families escalate. Tybalt, Juliet's fierce cousin, has sworn to settle the score once and for all with the Montagues, while Romeo's friends, especially the quick-tempered Mercutio, stir the pot, convinced that the only way to end the feud is with bloodshed. As the families teeter on the edge of open war, Romeo and Juliet cling to each other, desperate to find a way to end the madness without destroying their love. But one evening, fate deals them a cruel hand. Romeo, in a desperate attempt to broker peace, faces off with Tybalt in a private duel meant to settle things once and for all. In a tragic twist, Mercutio interferes, and the duel spirals out of control. Tybalt falls, and Romeo, devastated, is forced to flee, leaving Juliet heartbroken and trapped. Alone and desperate, Juliet hatches a plan. She goes to Friar Lawrence, who has been their secret ally, and together they devise a dangerous scheme. She will take a potion that makes her appear dead. Once her family believes she's gone, Romeo will come to take her away. But Verona is a city of whispers, and fate is fickle. The message of Juliet's plan never reaches Romeo, who instead hears of her death and rushes back to Verona, consumed with grief. There, in the eerie silence of her family's crypt, he finds her lying cold and still. In a moment of despair, Romeo takes his life, believing he cannot live without her. Moments later, Juliet awakens, horrified to find her love gone. She takes his dagger and, with it, joins him in death. But their sacrifice is not in vain. Their story becomes the spark that finally brings peace to Verona. The Capulets and Montagues, devastated by the loss of their children, come together to mourn. As the sun rises over the city, their feud is buried alongside Romeo and Juliet, the last casualties of a centuries-old war. Their story lives on in Verona, not just as a tragedy, but as a warning, a reminder of the cost of hate and the power of love that dared to defy it. It is said that on certain quiet nights, you can still hear their whispers in the wind, a promise that true love never truly dies. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing true life stories. See you in the next episode.